conversation about leadership because as entrepreneurs, I believe that we have an opportunity in this moment to stand up and lead. So I want to talk to you about that today. So thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time here, my name is Monique James. I am a master content strategist and online entrepreneur. Through my company, Renegade Creative Media Group, we help businesses and brands leverage the power of content for their social media, to build their online platforms, to be visible, be credible, and to get paid. So let's talk about leadership, right? So everything rises and falls on leadership. Everything that happens and or does not happen in your business is as a result of your ability to lead. And right now, we are seeing businesses and brands be built and be destroyed based on what the leadership is doing. Some of you may have seen businesses and corporations that you follow that have put out their Black Lives Matter statements, and others that have conspicuously not. And we are seeing the impact of both sides of that leadership decision, right? So everything rises and falls on leadership. There is no gray area there. There isn't. Everything that happens or does not happen is based on your ability, your leadership ability. And with us being in such unprecedented, uncertain, chaotic, really, I feel like we're in a period of a reckoning right now, and everything is unstable. People are trying to figure out what side, of issues people fall on, and all of those things. And times like this have a way of exposing a person's ability to lead or not. And for the people that are willing, it challenges us to grow. We recognize the opportunity to stretch in moments like these, right? And the crazy thing about it is, for those of us that are the leaders of our businesses, we don't have, teams of brand people to look to. It's us. We are the person in charge. So what I want to do while we break down these 5 lies about leadership that we all need to stop believing, I want to challenge us to step up right now. I want to challenge us to use this as an opportunity to grow as leaders, because our ability to lead completely impacts everything that happens and does not happen in our business. It's all on us. Somebody type in the comments, it's all on me. The buck stops here. It's on me. Whatever you do or do not do as the leader of your business has an impact on the results of your business. And that's I want to make sure that we're all clear on that. Nobody else's fault but ours. So the first lie about leadership that we need to stop believing is that to be a leader means to be a manager. In the military, there's a phrase that says, you lead people, you manage systems. I think people get that confused, right? Or, people, y'all can think of, a person maybe in a job once upon a time that the minute they got the title manager, their head just got so big, it just got ridiculous. They just thought they were the boss of everybody. Or is that just me? Because I can see their faces right now. Being a leader does not mean being a manager. That's a lie. Because leadership is about influence. It's about creating positive change. What a manager does is maintain the direction that the leader has already established. So the first lie is that being a leader means being a manager is not true. You manage systems, you lead people. That's lie number 1. The second lie relates to every person that's watching this, more than likely. The second lie about leadership is that to be an entrepreneur automatically means you are a leader. That's not true. Starting a business does not automatically make one a leader. The ability to sell a product isn't the same thing as having people follow you and you influence them. The thing is, many entrepreneurs do not work to develop themselves as leaders. They get comfortable being the entrepreneur and that's where they stay. They don't think it's important to also develop as the leader. But just like I said, everything rises and falls on your leadership. You will reach a point in your business where you will rise to the level of your own incompetence. And if you do not work to develop yourself in those areas, in those leadership areas, then your business is going to plateau and probably start to decline. Being an entrepreneur does not automatically make you a leader. Just because you can sell a widget, that doesn't mean you can create positive change. That doesn't mean you can influence. Those areas have to be worked on. They have to be developed. They have to be nurtured. That's the second lie that I want us all to stop believing about leadership. Just because you're an entrepreneur doesn't automatically make you a leader. You have to work on those things. You have to nurture and invest in those areas, in that leadership ability. Third lie about leadership that we need to stop believing is knowing things. Just because you know stuff, just because you are smart or you are intelligent or you have intellect, that automatically makes you a leader. It doesn't. Because we can all think of some super smart people that are on fries. We can think of some super intelligent people that are taking out the trash. It doesn't, just because you know stuff does not automatically equate to you being a leader. Intelligence doesn't automatically make one a leader. Because the thing is, successful people, successful leaders recognize that they need to have smart people on their team. The leader usually isn't the smartest person. They know that all they need is to have smart people around them and have the ability to influence those smart people. That makes you a leader. It's a whole bunch of people walking around here talking about everything that they know, but they can't lead themselves out of a wet paper bag. Let's stop that, okay? You don't need to know all the things, because the thing is, you can't do all the things. So instead of deluding yourself into that, find the smart people that you can put in place to do the things that you need them to do, to specialize in certain things, and you work on developing yourself as their leader. Knowing things does not make you a leader. That's lie number 3. Lie number 4, and we got 5, y'all, so just, it's going to hurt for a few more minutes. Lie number 4 is being in the front makes you a leader. That is a lie, because even if you are in the front, but nobody is following you, it doesn't matter that you are first. If you are influencing no one, if no one is listening to you, you are not the leader. You know what? Let's make this real plain. For those of you that are parents, you know what it feels like to proclaim that you are the person in charge and have those people do exactly what they want to do and not listen to you at all. Being in the front does not make you the leader. If nobody is choosing to follow you, then you are not a leader of anything. That is lie number 4. And finally, the 5th lie about leadership that we all need to stop believing is that the position makes you the leader. Like I said earlier, you can probably think of some organizations that you've been a part of where the person with the title walked around like they were the leader of everything, when in actuality, nobody was following them. Nobody was listening to them. They had no influence on anybody. Just because you have the title, It doesn't automatically grant you or automatically entitle you to the position of leader. Leadership has to be earned. It takes work to develop yourself and then to be able to influence people to the point that they will follow you. There are a lot of people out here calling themselves leaders, and they are influencing no one. What I need us to do right now in these moments as entrepreneurs is to recognize that just because we own the business, it doesn't automatically guarantee that we are leading anything. And at the same time, recognize that there is tremendous opportunity to emerge and to step into our roles as leaders, but we need to be operating with some truth. So we're going to get rid of these lies. Michelle says leadership is a function, not a position. Exactly. Exactly. If you can get somebody to believe enough in what you believe in, and you can influence them to behave in a certain way, then you are a leader. That's action. It's not about the badge that you wear. It's not about the title that you hold. It's not about the seat that you sit in. None of those things matter. None of those things matter. But just because you are the owner of your business, Acme Incorporated, where you sell widgets, just because you are the owner of that, that doesn't make you automatically a leader. Everything that happens and does not happen in your business falls on your ability to lead or your inability. So what I want us to do today is to choose to stop allowing these lies to dictate how we see ourselves and how we evaluate others. Because we follow people right now that do not act as leaders. They function, they operate according to these lies that we just went over. That's not leadership. We've got to get very clear about what leadership really is and decide if we as entrepreneurs and business owners are going to rise to the occasion and rise to the challenge of being leaders and surround ourselves with other leaders. So this week, I'm going to be talking about leadership all week long. All week. Because I want us to get very clear on where we stand so that we can operate in that clarity. Because when we operate in clarity, we create the environment for the people around us to operate in clarity. And if those people are clear and they can clearly see that we are leaders, then they know that they're following the right people. So 5 lies really quickly, and then I'm going to get out of here. The first lie about leadership that we need to stop believing is that being a leader means being a manager. That's 2 different things, 2 different functions, 2 different skill sets. And I'm calling it a skill set because even if somebody is not born with it, it can be developed. But we have to be willing to recognize that we need to be developed in those areas. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. So that's the first lie. Being a leader means being a manager. Lie. Second lie. Being an entrepreneur means you're a leader. That's a lie. Selling a widget, selling a thing, and leading is 2 different skill sets, 2 different functions of Business. Third lie. Being intelligent, being smart makes you a leader. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Fourth lie. Being in the front means you are the leader. Nope. You could be in the front all day with nobody behind you. You are leading no one. And the 5th lie is having the position or having the title. Just because you call yourself the CEO, that doesn't mean you're the leader. If you're not operating in the leadership capacity, if you are out here blaming everybody else for all the things that don't happen in your business, that's not what leaders do. Leaders recognize that everything rises and falls on their ability to lead. That is what we need to recognize as entrepreneurs, as business owners. It's all on us. It's not anybody else's fault. It's us. And the sooner we can get clear on that and accept it because that's a big thing. Those are big shoes to fill. But as soon as we can get there, we can start leading our businesses to the places that we want it to go. We can start doing that. So does anybody have any other questions, comments, anything? Leadership is so very complicated. It's about more than just being in charge. So much more than that. Andrea said, operating clarity. Listen, if this time has showed us nothing else, is that if you are not clear about where you stand and what your values are, like, you are going to be challenged, and it's going to hurt your business. We have got to get clear on who we are, the roles that we operate in, and what those roles will allow us to do, and how those roles will allow us to impact the world. Because this is what a leader looks like. You are what a leader looks like. But you've got to pull your big adult person briefs on and do what you know you need to do. Time is out for being ambiguous and wishy-washy and unclear. Those days are over. Over. So if you want to win, if you want to take advantage of the plethora of opportunities that exist, even in a time like this, you've got to first lean all the way in to your role as a leader, accept all of the responsibilities and the benefits that come with that. Start to nurture, grow, and develop who you are as a leader, and watch your business rise because of it. So that's all that I have to share. Happy Monday. We're talking leadership all week except Wednesday. On Wednesday, I'll be live with Startup Tucson, sharing my How I Built This Story. It'll be shared. It'll be broadcast on Startup Tucson's Facebook page and shared here. So I'm looking forward to that. But the rest of the week, we're talking leadership this week, because we got to get this together. We have got to get this together. And what I mean by get this together is figure out whether we are going to lead. And if we're not going to lead, like, go sit down. Go sit down. Stop pretending, just so everybody can know where we really stand. Because this ambiguous gray area stuff is done. So thank you all so very much for tuning in. If you had any major takeaways, I would love for you to do me a favor, and that is share this broadcast with the entrepreneurs, the leaders in your community. We have the opportunity right now to show the world who we really are. And the thing is, the world needs us. The world needs what we have to offer. But if we are operating in delusion about who we are and what we do, like, we're never going to be able to get there. We're never going to be able to make the connection with the people that we need to be able to make the connections with. So we've got to sweep in front of our own doors first, take care of our own business, get our affairs in order, show up like the leaders that we say we are, unequivocally, and do what we need to do. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I say this at the end of every single one of my broadcasts, because that's what this is what discipline looks like on a small level. Baby steps to greatness. You see it all the time across all of my platforms. It means the same thing it has always meant. Every day that we get up as a leader, because it's a process, we recognize the opportunity, the advantage, the benefits of being in this space of leadership, and we take full advantage of it. Every single day, we take a disciplined, intentional, and actionable step to move our business in the direction that we want it to go. Because that's what leaders do. Because if the business doesn't get where we want it to go, it's nobody else's fault but ours. Because as I've said multiple times already, everything rises and falls on leadership.